Let's talk about the Sermon on the Mount, because it goes in line with Jesus being a revolutionist. In the Sermon on the Mount, you observe that Yeshua was negating almost many things that the old prophets had taught. In the sermon, you hear him often saying, "You have heard, it has been said unto you, but I say." In other words, a new way of living, not according to the old traditions. Interestingly, we are still with the old tradition. For example, in the book of Matthew 5, 21 to 24, he gave this one that you have heard that thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. And you continue, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of judgment. But I say unto you, when you are just angry with a brother without a cause, you have killed. He has raised the spiritual bar. Without a cause, you are hating somebody, you are killing. So by the law of Yeshua, by the direction of Yeshua, how many people are not murderers on the planet? So stop calling a murderer and realize that you, in your anger and hatred, you are a murderer because you are murdering somebody in your heart. In the spiritual dimension, you are a murderer. You also recall in the book of Matthew 5, 27 to 28, ye have heard, it's been said unto you of old, thou shalt not commit adultery. That's Exodus 20:14. But I say unto you that if even you look upon a woman lustfully, you have not said anything to the woman, you have already committed the adultery in your heart. Again, he's raised the bar. Not just going and committing physical adultery with a woman or a man, but just looking upon the person lustfully, with a desire to have sex or some relationship with the person. You've already committed adultery. Let's see what he said also in Matthew 5, 31 to 32. But I say unto you, it's been said unto you, that whoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing. But I say unto you, whoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery. Because putting her away, you are allowing other men to come and have her. You have caused her to commit adultery, and you are therefore an adulterer. I love Yeshua. And whoever shall marry such a woman also commits what? Adultery. The bar is very high here. In the days of Yeshua, you see, men handle women as though they are toys. So when you are no longer satisfied with a woman, you take her to the marketplace and give her a letter of divorce or separation, and that is it. So many men were taking advantage of that. So Yeshua has to give this law that you don't just dump a woman because you're no longer feeling attracted to her, or because you've seen another woman that you're attracted to. So you must take it as a serious commitment once you enter into relationship. Again, let's see what he said in Matthew 5, 33 to 37. But I say unto you the same story. Again, ye have heard it's been said unto you, that thou shalt not swear. And he said, except thou shalt swear by the Lord. He said, don't swear by God's heaven. It's God's throne. Don't swear by anything on the earth. It's God's footstool. Don't swear even by your own head, because you don't know how a gray or a black hair comes. Be very simple, clean and clear. Yes, no. Whether they believe you or not, be in your yes, be in your no. Don't swear. You see people swearing, meanwhile they've stolen and the goods is in their pocket, and yet they are swearing. Yeshua told you, don't do that. A typical one I love is there are so many. You can read the whole of Sermon on the Mount in Matthew 5 all the way to Matthew 6. But the great one I love is in Matthew 5 verse 43 to 46. He said, ye have heard, and it's been said unto you, love your neighbors and hate your enemies. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to them who hate you, and pray for the good of those who despitefully use you and persecute you, so that you will be children of your Father. For he sent the sun and the rain on the good and on the evil, on the just and on the unjust. In other words, if you don't do this, you have disconnected yourself from being a child of God. He went on to say, if you love those who love you, what benefit is there? And this is huge spiritual practice. I will tell you, loving an enemy is not easy. But when you love an enemy, you are exercising and expanding your love energy. So you become a stronger love energy to the extent that when the enemy does anything to you, it will no longer affect you because you are in the strong love energy frequency. That's the way to evolve or grow your soul. Today, instead, what do we see? We see people gathering and binding and cursing their enemies. Die by fire, die by fire, and such like things. It's on television and radio. That is witchcraft coven. If you are in such a group, you are in the group of witchcrafts. Because only witchcraft can use anger, hatred, and fear to curse their enemies. The divine releases the divine, no matter how much they are hurt. If you bind, you are in the darkness with the one you are binding who is in darkness. Grow with Jesus. Peace.
Join us this August for a series of unforgettable events that highlight our commitment to empowering lives and promoting world peace. Don't miss out.